So here it is all ready. The Kento guides are cut out. The margin is carved away. And the margin area is shellacked so that MDF doesn't swell up and raise during printing. Do remember on the last session I kind of chipped away some of this edge of the printing area, so we need to refill that, and that's what I want to do on this session. But the first thing I want to do is sand out the corners, the guides, make sure they're really smooth. I don't want any edges, rough edges that might catch the paper as I go to put it in there, as that'll make it kind of difficult to get everything registered and difficult to have that nice consistency of registration that I want. So that's pretty smooth. I can knock this down if I want, though that's not that important. The next step is the surface of the block. There's some rough areas. So this is a 4/040 steel wool, and it doesn't take much pressure just to knock off any little bumps or edges. Just give a nice clean printing surface to work with. Okay, so now we're ready to patch this area that I chipped away, the little flaked area. So what I'm going to do is take Kwik Wood, and I have a razor blade and some water. So the Kwik Wood is a 2-part epoxy, and so I'm going to slice off just a thin layer. It's not going to take much. And so you can see the 2 parts there. I'm going to wrap this up and cover up that open end so it doesn't harden. Now I'm going to really mix this up. The nice thing about this Kwik Wood is, let's say if I carved away something that I decided, oops, I didn't want to carve that away, I can fill it in, smooth the surface out, and carve it just like wood. It's really quite wonderful. So the first step is to take some of this Kwik Wood and really push it into that area. I'm going to move this around so everybody can see it. And just really push it down into those cutout areas. Then I'm going to make sure my blade is cleaned off. And then I'm going to put a little bit of water down here and get water on the blade. And then I can just start slowly scraping or dragging the blade across that surface and smoothing out. So I'll do this once more, and there it is. So now I clean my blade off. There's a bit of a ridge on this side, so I'll knock that down. This takes about 20-30 minutes to dry. Once it's dry, I will take some of this 300 grit paper and sand it out and smooth it out. And there we go. So it's all patched. We just have to let it dry.